All right, let's talk about something huge. We're diving into what is probably the single biggest career shift, well, ever, the rise of AI. Is it here to take our jobs or is it here to create new ones? We're going to get into all of it because this choice between, extinction or evolution, it's a choice you're going to have to make way sooner than you think.
So let's start with a number, a really big one, 300 million. That's how many jobs Goldman Sachs thinks are going to be hit by AI automation by 2030. To put that in perspective, that's basically the entire population of the United States. Yeah, we're not talking about a little ripple here. This is a full-on tidal wave. But here's the crazy part. It's not just how big this is, it's how fast it's happening. Think about it. It took electricity 46 years to get into most American homes. The internet, a much faster 7 years. But ChatGPT, it got to 1 million users in just 5 days. This isn't some far-off sci-fi future we're talking about. It's happening right now and it's speeding up.
And this quote, man, it just nails it. We're at this massive turning point. You can already see it. Whole jobs in finance, in manufacturing, you name it, they're being turned upside down. And doing nothing? That's not playing it safe. It's actually a decision to get left behind. So the real question is, how do you make sure you don't become a career fossil?
Okay, so let's make this personal. It's time to figure out if your job is at risk. We're going to run a little vulnerability test so you can see if you're standing on solid ground or if things are about to get real shaky.
And really, this whole test boils down to just one thing, pattern recognition. See, this is AI's superpower. If your job or parts of your job can be broken down into a predictable, repeatable process, well, an AI can learn that pattern. And once it does, it can do it faster, cheaper, and probably with fewer mistakes than any person.
So, seriously, think about your day-to-day. Are you processing invoices, reviewing contracts for the same old clauses, answering the same customer support questions again and again? Yep, those are all patterns. And don't fool yourself into thinking this is just about factory jobs. A lot of high-paying, white-collar work that's based on these kinds of predictable tasks, it's right in the line of fire.
Here's the brutal truth. From an AI's point of view, your job is probably just a big data set of human patterns. That's it. Filing an insurance claim? That's a data set. Diagnosing a patient based on their symptoms? Also a data set. If what you do all day can be logged and analyzed, you've got to assume it can eventually be automated. It's a tough pill to swallow, but we have to face it.
So, this really brings us to a crossroads, and this story about two companies illustrates it perfectly. You've got Kodak. They literally invented the digital camera, but then buried the technology because they wanted to protect their film business. And, well, we all know how that story ended. Then you have Adobe. They saw AI coming, and instead of fighting it, they leaned in hard, building it right into their tools with Firefly. Their stock price went through the roof. That's the choice right there for everyone. Do you become Kodak, or do you become Adobe? Okay, I know this all sounds pretty scary. Enough of the doom and gloom, right? Because here's the flip side. All of this disruption, it also creates some absolutely incredible opportunities. This fear of technology taking jobs, it's not new. There's actually a name for it in economics, creative destruction. And the whole idea is that for every old thing that gets destroyed, something new and usually something better gets created in its place.
I mean, just think about it. Back in the 1800s, there was a real job called a knocker-upper. Your whole gig was to walk around with a long stick and tap on people's windows to wake them up for work. No joke. Then the alarm clock came along and poof, that job was gone. Same thing with ice cutters when refrigerators were invented. The list just goes on and on. Technology always shakes things up, but it's never ever led to permanent mass unemployment. And that's because for every job that disappears, entire new categories of jobs pop up. Sure, electricity got rid of the lamplighter, but it gave us electricians, software developers, and, the entire digital world. The smartphone alone created the app economy out of thin air. History shows us, time and time again, this isn't just about loss. It's a cycle of replacement and, more importantly, creation.
So, what does this new world actually look like? Where are the new jobs? Where's the opportunity? All right, let's get practical. Let's map out the career landscape and see what's not just surviving, but is absolutely booming because of AI.
The safest places to be, really, are in the sectors that team up with AI. You've got AI and cybersecurity, which is all about building and protecting these new systems. Then there's energy and climate tech, because all these AI models need a staggering amount of power to run, and we need to find sustainable ways to do that. And of course, healthcare and biotech, where AI is basically giving researchers superpowers to solve humanity's oldest problems.
And the numbers here are just wild.
Demand for AI and machine learning specialists, it shot up by 75%. Need for wind turbine technicians is set to grow by 45%. But here's the real kicker for you personally. Freelancers who have AI skills are already making, on average, 40% more than those who don't. The money is telling you exactly where to go. The incentive to adapt is huge.
But what gets me really excited are the jobs that don't even really exist yet. I'm talking about things like an AI ethicist, whose job it is to make sure these systems are fair and align with human values, or a space tourism guide, a VR architect who literally builds new worlds for us to explore. This stuff sounds like science fiction, but it's not. It's the logical next step.
Okay, we've looked at the threat. We've looked at the opportunity. Now for the most important part of this whole thing, your survival playbook. This is the simple, actionable plan for how you can not just survive what's coming, but actually win. And the whole strategy boils down to just 3 steps. It's simple, but it's powerful. First, you audit your job. Second, you adapt your skills. And third, you build your wealth. Audit, adapt, build. Remember that. Let's break down exactly what that means.
All right, step 1, audit. This is where you have to be brutally honest with yourself. Go back to that vulnerability test we talked about. Look at what you do every single day. Is most of your work just predictable? Repetitive? A pattern? If the answer is yes, hey, don't panic. But you do need a plan, and you need to start it like yesterday. Next up, step 2, adapt. This is a 2-pronged attack. First, you've got to learn the AI tools that are showing up in your field. You want to be the person who knows how to use the new stuff, not the one who gets replaced by it. And second, you have to double down on the skills that are uniquely human. I'm talking about creativity, true critical thinking, empathy, building trust with people. AI is going to have a real tough time replicating that.
And finally, step 3, build. This is all about building your wealth and financial resilience. Look, a job can always be shaky, but wealth gives you a safety net. It gives you options. You can do this by becoming an entrepreneur and using AI to build something new. Or you can start a side hustle to bring in extra cash. But the one thing everyone has to do? Own assets. Investing isn't a nice to have anymore. It's absolutely essential to protect yourself.
And really, it all comes down to this famous quote. It sums up everything we've been talking about. When things are changing this fast, it's not the strongest or the smartest that wins. It's the one who can adapt.
So here we are, right back where we started. You've seen the threat, but you've also seen the new landscape of opportunity. You have the playbook. The meteor is on its way, but unlike the dinosaurs, we can see it coming. And doing nothing, just standing still, that is a choice. So the only question left for you is extinction or evolution. The choice is yours.